As the face downswings, as your face melts down, so it's a bit like you're a waxwork model. You've got a bit too close to the fire and you've melted down. As this drops down, of course, it lengthens, reduce the cross-sectional area. At some point, you don't have enough space for your teeth. At a later point, you now don't have enough space for your teeth or your tongue and airway. So now, what are you going to do? If you don't have space for your tongue and airway, what are you going to do? You effectively, remember, if you do CPR, the first thing, the ABC of CPR, A, airway, B, breathing, C, circulation. Well, just the A. The A is tip the head back, open the airway up. All right. Well, this looks stupid, doesn't it? This looks more normal. So we've gone from this to breathe. I mean, a guy called Peter Vig did this fascinating research where he put nose clips on people. And he found that the first thing they did, well, students he actually did it on because they're the workhorse of research. He put nose clips, like swimming clips on these guys. The first thing they did was tip their head back. No, the first thing they did was open their mouth to breathe. But if you do it, so if you sit really comfortably and you open your mouth, it feels a little bit uncomfortable down here because you've moved the whole mass of your tongue into your airway, effectively. So the next thing you do is tip your head back because that then compensates and opens your airway up. But man's a social animal. Now, I'd love to do a guy called, escapes my name, did a study where he showed that this point here always rests above this point here. Or was it that point there? But anyway, so we always have our face presented like this. It doesn't matter if your whole face is down swung, you present your face to the universe. Because we're a social animal.
Yeah, I mean, neurologically, we're designed for our eyes to always seek the horizon because that creates part of our writing.
But eyes will, Moss's work. So Melvin Moss did this thing, a bit brutal, but he cut the front feet off rats and they then became bipedal. And so, of course, they had to look down. And what he noticed, the whole optic chiasma, deep in the brain or deep in the front segment of the brain, rotated as the eyes rotated. So simply the effort to look in a different direction will change the seating and functioning of the eye. That fascinated me. However, here what we've got, I think we have a situation where it's a social command. If you think you're better than people, you chin up. If you think you're more submissive than people, you chin down. And if you're on the same level, you look straight forward. And so that social message can be conveyed, you need your head in the correct orientation.
Okay.
That's just a pet theory of mine. But either ways, after these guys are like this, they then move like this, upright their head. But now you've got that forward head posture. And that forward head posture, so Peter Vig gained this simply by blocking the nose. Nothing else. A translation into a forward head posture from simply blocking someone's nose.
Very interesting. And what period of time did that take place in, the shift? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
So opening the mouth was immediate. Tipping the head back was pretty immediate. And then with a delay, people moved into a forward head posture.
Interesting.
Corrected when you remove their nose. But so what I'm suggesting is that because this bone, the maxilla, is down and back, you lack tongue space. And the only way for you to have a comfortable airway is tipping your head forward. Look at a lot of people with no chin, or double chins. Ask them to get an upright head posture. And as they go back like that, they've got no airway. They can't do it. As much as the angel on one side says, you know what? You need a good head posture. You need to sit up straight. That's a really essential thing. I know it's important, and what Mike says makes sense. You've got the devil on the other side that's going, breathe. What's your postural orientation going to do?
Well, sure, breathing is going to take precedence.
What's the most important thing in your life?
Survivability.
Breathing. What's more important than breathing? Winning at the casino. Hey, your last breath. Trade it for what? Nothing. Thank you. I'll have it.
If you enjoyed this short clip, you've got to hear the rest of what Dr. Mew had to say during our interview. I'm going to put a link for that here and also in the description down below.